Party time, everybody! We have another series in our hand, another best of 5, a show match. Yeah, a lot of content, a lot of action right now these days, and all in preparation of the CCL here. And this time we have 30k going up against the Sidestep Kings. So as I said, this is a best of 5 show match between the two teams. So this is no part of a tournament or anything. We got on the left side 30k with BBJ on Brightwing, Hazops on Cassia, Sammy aka Ty on Gazlo, Liam on Urel, and we have Masquerade on Diablo. Over on the right side of the map, as you can see, the Sidestep Kings with Cattle on Varian, Ultralisk on Liming, we got Kyoja on Imperius, Hyde on Stukov, and got Filth on Sylvanas. And again, as mentioned several times in the past, once again, the quick note that this is all played out on the North American server, so we are on NA Central right now. Of course, that means that European and Korean players have a ping disadvantage, which usually is between 130 and 160, depending on where exactly they are from. With that all said and done, let's see who's taking the lead here. Best of 5, we got 30k, who came in second at the just recent Icebreaker tournament. And Sidestep Kings, of course, were already eliminated in the semifinals, so another opportunity for them to show their skills here. And yeah, top side already a little bit of trouble on Gazlo's side. He makes it out though, so he's still Gucci. Whereas in the middle of the map, there's the rotations happening. Both of the teams just hoping for the initial kill. And well, there's Diablo with a bit of bullying. Masquerade again playing one of his favorite heroes here, going for that wall stun, and they nearly take Cattle down. So yeah, instead it turns against Hazops though. Hazu! Yeah, our man is stacking and he actually survived it. Wow, the fight isn't over yet either. Instead they're trying to go for Cattle again. What a brawl. Nobody dying throughout all of it. And yeah, talking about it, Ty was at the top lane. He just didn't care. He said top lane is like, boys, whatever. Like, I'm fine. Who cares? I'm just going for it. So yeah, he's taking this top side now. In the meantime, we got Vespertine down at the bottom of the map, facing off against Kyoja here. And off we go. Alright, so the game comes down a little bit, and well, I want to use the opportunity once again to note that if you watch this on YouTube right now, if you check out the channel description, there is a link to a second YouTube channel that I created a couple of weeks ago, trying to split some of the real-life content away from the gaming channel, and especially cycling stuff, road biking and other things, but also just generally a couple of tips about Valencia and Spain. So if you have any things that you would like to know, you can always drop a comment into the community section of the second YouTube channel. But even if you just want to see what I do outside of gaming in my free time, make sure that you check the channel out. Again, the link is in the video description. And if you want to support that second channel a little bit, hitting that sub button and also liking those videos helps a lot to get the channel going. So it would be very much appreciated. And that goes a lot of editing into the videos too, much more than over here. So if you want to check it out, you should definitely do that. Link, as I mentioned, is in the video description here. But as the game continues, we still don't have a single kill yet. We have on level 4 now the taunt for Varian. And again, if you ever played Varian in any kind of competitive setup, you really need to make sure that you're picking taunt. I know that if you're playing a Storm League, or as other people call it, the shit league, then you can pretty much just play whatever you want, and especially on the lower levels, people love to go into their twin blades or into Snash. But if you're playing on any kind of competitive level, even on the amateur scene, taunt is the play to make. You go in, you use the taunt, and then you try to follow up on it. In this case, the combo is going to consist of Varian making the engage happen with taunt, and then Stukov trying to come through with a good lockdown afterwards, so that Liming can come in with a quick kill. And they're going to make these plays the entire time. So it's all about the taunt here. And I'm sorry to say, but there's always a couple of people jumping into the YouTube comment section. It's like, well, you don't really understand. It's like, no, you got to go into the twin blades. These people just don't know how to play it properly. If you think that any other talent on a competitive level outside of taunt is viable in, again, the competitive scene, then you are absolutely clueless. So, yeah, sorry to be that blunt, but there's still a couple of people that just don't get the memo that meta exists for a reason. 16 stacks for Cassia in the meantime, as Hazu is doing his thing. Gazlo, of course, is playing through this too. We got Li Ming, by the way, with the Triumvirate as a level 4 talent. And, yeah, still without a single kill here. But the turn-ins have started. 14 to 17 gems turned in up to this point. Level 7, and, well, that's the end of Brightwing. Beautiful setup with that silence, nicely followed up by Stukov. Good job by Hyde, and that's an easy kill for them. And that's the first one in this game, and might honestly lead to them getting a turn in here. Semi wants to go for the interrupt. Gets it. Lockdown. Nice. Masquerade comes in. Tries to get the kill, and instead he might get killed. Yeah, that looked good for a second, but BBJ, he's the Bright Wing King, the king of the fruit flies, and is able to save Diablo. Yeah, I guess we should call him the Lord of the Fruit Flies. That makes it a little bit of a better reference. The problem is that even he can't... Wow! Hazu survives too. That's a bit unlucky right now. Sidestep Kings are honestly a bit unlucky with this. That could have been 2 kills, and they didn't get a single one of them. So instead, we have Masquerade moving back now for a little bit more mana. And the Web Weavers are coming in for the red team, as more or less expected already, even though it wasn't quite at the time that we thought. Yeah, and of course, that is... I mean, Gazlo can set up, I guess Urella in the bot lane. Problem really is that if a good taunt setup now follows from Varian again, and they get a kill, that push could be a problem, since Sylvanas is pushing with it. And if she can just disable a few structures, especially in a 5 versus 4 situation, that... I mean, it's not going to be death blow or anything, but losing a fort this early would already be problematic. So we'll see how far they can go with it. Right now, they're just making their way into this one and trying to set this up. And yeah, there we go. Mid lane is under pressure, gets damaged right away, and they might walk away with a fort after all. Bot lane is also getting attacked here. The fountain falling is already a good step into the right direction for the Sidestep Kings. And they get the fort. Damn. Okay, they get a lot here. Not bad. They get the fort, they get some pressure at the bot lane, they can get even more. Mid lane on the other hand, there's the fight. And hide. Yeah, that wall stun eliminates him. That wall stun is the end of it. If he would have been able to dodge out on that, then maybe he gets out. But yeah, that was just a bit too much. So at least a kill for the blue team. That helps them a little bit. We got level 10 abilities for both teams now, but structural damage was definitely delivered by 30k. Sorry, by the Sidestep Kings. 30k is going to try and make up for it with their own turn-in. They certainly have the gems. They got 38, so 31, sorry, 81, and they have 14 turn-in already. 33 stacks now for Masquerade. Starting to come in again. Masquerade himself pushing this out. And Kyoja. Alright. There we go. Kyoja jumping out. They're trying to go for the taunt. Here's the follow-up with Stukov. And Masquerade dies. He had at least... Oh, there's also the ult on Gazlo. Went in for the Gravo. He had the souls though, so he's going to be back. But that doesn't change the fact that we have now 2 kills to 1. And no real approach towards the objective from 30k. Instead, Li Ming is pushing out the bot lane with the help of Siege Giant. So as long as the fight is just still continuing in the middle, she's going to get value. There's the That's a kill. Apocalypse is in. That's a big kill too. That's a huge kill. That's gems lost. Yeah, lost a couple of gems, lost the front line. Li Ming at least is getting some damage done at the bottom of the map, as you can see here. But, well, nicely done. There's the blue web weavers now coming through. So 30k by no means giving up here or anything. They're definitely starting to push this quite heavily. Hazu is also doing well on the stacking. I mean, we're currently 45 stacks in for him, and we are 7, not even 8 minutes into the game. So that's a real solid start for Hazu Ops on Cassia. They're starting to go for the next kill, by the way, and he's stacking a little bit more on Cattle, who's just getting bullied into a corner. He's not going to make it. Don't let me. Someone take Varian down. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you shitting me? Nobody took him down. What? Check this out right here. I mean, he is dead. The guy's dead, and he just walks away from it. Nobody takes care of it. What's Oh, what? That's just nuts. That's just absolutely nuts. They had so many opportunities to take him down, and I think everybody just thought someone else would do it. Nobody did. So he actually survived. Top side, Sylvanas is trying to stop Urel from pushing in with the camp here. Urel might be the one to save the day for them and taking the fort down. At the bottom of the map, they definitely didn't get as much as they wanted. They took the wall apart, but that missing out that kill against Varian is really a problem. He just walked away. They could have followed that up so easily. But alright. Well, got the shield out, I suppose. So now we have 2 kills against 2. We still have our level 12 versus level 12. Could actually take a look at the damage now as well. 26,000 damage for Imperius. Top damage for them at this point. 29k for Cassia. And as I said, Hazu is stacking quite nicely. talking about a potential late game here, that could become problematic. And we've seen tons and tons of games on this map that go 25, 30 minutes. Oh, BBJ! Oh, that's a kill. Yeah, Brightwing is down, and that's a lot of gems lost too. Counter kill maybe? Nope, Masquerade misses on the follow-up after starting the Apocalypse. That's a little bit of a trend. He had some issues with this in other games too, so I'm getting a little bit worried about that, to be honest. Now, what else are we getting here? Hazu still on 47, tries to come in. Yeah, here comes the Valkyrie. Alright, setup of Gaslo didn't do anything. Can we get the kill though? Nice body block, and Masquerade is dead. And this time he's down for the count. He didn't have the soul stacks. He's sitting at 63 actually. Yeah, they're making the play for Semi, at least trying to take him down with 35 gems. He would absolutely be the cherry on top of the cake if they can get that kill too. Instead, they're trying to make a play for Liam. Yeah, good luck with that. Medallion has been used, pushes them back out, and they're going to be fine. Alright, they're going to be fine for now. So that leaves us with 4 kills against 2 in favor of the Sidestep Kings. I mean, again, they got a killer comp. They want to take heroes down with that setup, and they get another minion wave now. Another Web Weaver wave as they're pushing in. Level 13, going dagger actually. Cold Embrace over here. Alright. Okay. Gets the Cold Embrace in. Oh no! Gems get recovered at least, but that's just the perfect timing for that kill. Yeah, doesn't get much better than that. That was a beautiful kill right here. Take him down just as the Web Weavers move down. The fort, by the way, at the bottom of the map has now already been eliminated. So those Web Weavers, I mean, they are just jumping straight up towards the keep here. So Cassia has to take care of it. Hazu is on it, but that means that the top lane is more or less abandoned. I mean, even the mid lane is a bit of a problem, as you can see here. So it's not like the keep is gonna take damage, but the wall is definitely gonna fall. And structurally speaking, the Sidestep Kings are doing work. I mean, work right now. Yeah, they're looking great here. We get the fort. Could do a little bit more. 16 talents are in. That makes the thing even more scary. It gives us the early mirror ball. Also the unstoppable frames on Sylvanas with the 16 talent now. And, well, let's go. 53 stacks for Hazu. Cassia is still stacking, but they gotta be careful. If this game continues at this pace, then they're not gonna have a late game. What do we have in terms of gems? 87 for the blue team. Yeah, they got 87 gems over here. They lost quite a lot in the last few engages. Now they're double checking on the boss. I'm not gonna make a move for that. The 16 talent advantage is something you don't want to fight into, so they are probably gonna abandon those turning points for now. And it's also a question of what exactly are the Sidestep Kings doing. I like the turn-in here from Kyoja. He has 28. You want to get rid of them as quickly as you can. You have the upper hand now anyway, so why not use that to play the safe. Yeah. Has to use the medallion. Knows that the taunt might be coming. Uses the medallion right here. That's exactly what he needs to do. But that again is a 5-minute cooldown. So bot lane still pressured. 16 soon in the hands of 30k. Look how far forward Kyoja plays here. Yeah, they know exactly that they have the better position now. Not for much longer though. Once the 16 talent is ready for 30k, they need to make a move. Their goal has to be to turn in. They have 105 gems. It's pretty much a double turn in. Not quite, but they're close. And that would allow them back. The gems are always your ticket back into the game. As long as you hold on to your gems, you have the chance to come back. Once that you lose them, it's gonna become... It's getting so much more difficult if you lose those gems. Vespertine holds most. Hazops is also there. Yeah, here comes the fight. 16 versus 16. That's what they were waiting for. BBJ is low. Apocalypse setup. Not doing a whole lot, but they get the kill against Imperius. Is there a counter kill? That's a big question. Brightwing is low. They're trying to go for Urel, but she has the ult and is able to make it out. Nice. They get the kill. They have to tap at the fountain. At least some of them will have to. And then they have a turn-in opportunity. And a potential double turn-in. They can turn this around. It's still possible. Yeah. Good hit. Ultralisk. Damn, son. Good damage from him. Yeah, gets another one connected too. They're still fighting it out. Masquerade. No, he's dead. He had the souls, but he dies. Counter kill would give them the better position, but they can't. This is the beauty of still having the fort in the middle and the fountain so close. You can easily use it as an advantage, even if you are down one player at this point. yeah, having a fountain in that mid lane is just so impactful here when you're fighting over the turn-in. And now they're trying to turn in at the bottom, and this one should actually work out. Actually trying to go for the kill instead. Beautiful wall stun. Masquerade, he might screw up a lot of his apocalypses right now, but these wall stuns that he has and those angles that he finds are on point, and that allowed them to get the kill. Gazlo was the one to put the final damage in, but Varian is dead, and they have a Web Weaver wave coming down. 4 kills to 6, so there's the opportunity. The opportunity to start a comeback. Need to make that happen, but yeah, there's a connect. Not again. Oh, Brightwing with the save! Dibbles is low. Yeah, he's suffering from a lack of souls right now. Oh, Ultralisk nearly gets the connect there. And nearly got that kill. Yeah, he gets a bit bullied. How many times did Diablo actually die? It's only 3 times, but honestly, it felt like more. Feels like more just because he gets attacked over and over and over again in these situations, so it's a little bit crazy. Yeah, push through the middle right now as they're starting to make a play again. In comes the jump. Vespertine, push this out. Okay, and there it is. The kill against Imperius. Nicely done. Well played. They are rocking it. Damn, Sidestep Kings. They looked strong, but now they are paying the price. They lost the fort at the top. They lose the fort in the middle. The fort at the bottom is also down. So structurally speaking, the situation has been equalized. And in experience, they caught up massively. With Imperius down for another 39 seconds, this could be key. And the bot lane Web Weaver is still going. So those spiders are still on the move. Yeah, that wall has been opened up. I guess Sylvanas is going to help out with that. Are they going for boss here? Can they? 20 seconds? It's gonna get a bit close. But this was definitely the ticket back into the game. Alright. And they try to make their play for the boss up at the top. Nice. There we go. Yeah, level 20. The experience lead is still there for the red team. And of course they're going to try and play around this. Imperius isn't there yet. So it's actually a nice move from 30k. It's a risky one, but they kind of have to do it. If they wait around and let the red team get back into position, then the red team will have a Storm Talent advantage and can potentially go for the boss. So that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, alright. Attacks are coming in. Starting to make the play. Boss is taken, so they removed it from the map, and that's all they can do here. They need to try and disengage. That's the only thing that is left for them to do. Disengage as much as you can, and that's pretty much it. And that's where we're headed right now. So it's exactly the play they're doing. Disengage, try to prevent the Web Weavers, stay safe while you do it, and try to get level 20. I love how they ignore, by the way, the boss at the top. They're just saying, let's get the turn-in. Turn-in can deal with it itself. And they are attempting to turn in right now. I mean, they're close enough. Red Web Weavers are coming down, though. So, level 20 talent advantage. Web Weavers are moving in. Glory to the Alliance. Yeah. Anduin is a real... Anduin is actually like a real disgrace. I feel like Varian is an actual leader. I have no fucking idea about World of Warcraft lore, but you know, if you have Anduin, like that guy, you know, he's a man, he's a leader, he's someone that you want to follow into battle, and then you got that stupid crybaby that's just like whining all day. I want to have my mommy for the Alliance. They are mean to me. And then you got Anduin on the side. Like, how does that guy end up with that son? Like, what went wrong there? Seriously. Helicopter parents. That's the only explanation that I have. Like, he was sheltered too much. Can't believe it. Like, seriously, Varian, what did he do? I have still the theory that Varian, I don't know what happened to him in World of Warcraft in the lore, but I have the feeling that he didn't die. He killed himself. He committed Sudoku because he was so ashamed of his son. I can totally understand that. Anyways, so he's at this point just trying to look for another engage, of course. So he's trying to make a bit of a play. We got still a little bit of value through the Web Weavers, but even the keep in the middle hasn't really taken too much damage. So now they are more or less restricted to the bot lane as they are coming through here. Yeah, the wall is down. I mean, even with Sylvanas, you need to get some damage in here. So let's go. Yeah, and moving away here. 5 kills to 6. They didn't really get anything done here. They get some damage in. Not really a lot, though. And, yeah. I don't know. That's a little bit unfortunate. I feel like they could have done a bit more, but it's a pretty strong defense. You got Gazlo there. You got Cassia, who's by now pretty decently stacked. She's at 63,000 damage. There's the setup right here. And, well, that Valkyrie missed. That Valkyrie didn't hit anything. 5 kills to 6. Off we go. There's the wall stun. Nice. And oh, that's a kill potentially. Imperius, he gets out. Varian. Oh, he might be in trouble. Cattle. Yeah, they are really going for him. And he gets out again. Cattle is the survival master. That guy is just crazy. He just walks away from all of these fights. It feels like they always just miss a few shots to take him down. I mean, he died once. I feel like this one time he actually just died on purpose because he was like, okay guys, you've been trying for like half an hour now, I'll give you this one. Just to make you not feel too sad here, I'll give you this one. So he just stood there and said like, alright, I'm not going to walk away from this. I can't demoralize them that much. I still want them to continue play Heroes of the Storm. They can't quit the game. I need some opponents. But yeah, Varian just walking out every single time. At least it seems like it. Now they're going for the fight here again. Duh. Quest rewards. Yeah, well, just as I talk about it, Varian actually dies. So Varian is down. Second time that he dies here. Blue Web Weavers also going to touch ground. We have a game on our hands. Look at the stacks for Hazu, by the way. 102. 102 stacks for Hazu Ops now. Yeah, he is starting to really murder with the Lightning Furies. And that could honestly be what brings them not only back in this game, this could be a winning move. Now they have the Web Weavers. The problem with the Web Weavers that they have is that all of the lanes were pushed out so aggressively against them that there is just absolutely no way to escort them all the way towards the keep and then get serious value out of them. So it's pretty much just something that buys them a little bit more time and helps them to regain map control. But I would be very shocked if they would be able to take a keep down. Now, to be fair, in the middle, there's no wall left anymore. So if at any point, like, if there is a point where they're going to make a play, it's going to be in the middle. Yeah, they can definitely poke this out. So they might just be able to get that done. With the wall gone, that's definitely a thing. So they're starting to jump in here. And yeah, they're going to get this one. Oh my god, I underestimated the damage at this point a little bit. That's an easy one. That keep is down. 6 kills to 6, and they've taken the lead now. Yep, they are again ahead. Just by a little bit, but indeed they are. What's the time on the boss? Ooh, 8 seconds. Okay, we could see a finish on the boss point. There's the taunt. Yeah. And here comes the play against Imperius. And Masquerade. Oh, there we go. Imperius is down. And it all started with the Varian taunt. Honestly, I want to hear what he says. I mean, what does it do? Your mama is so fat, not even Garrosh can throw her? Something like that? Like, I don't know. Whatever it is, it works. I mean, they are just chasing him the entire time. So these taunts are on point. I feel like Varian, therefore, is like master shit talker. In they go, 5 versus 4, and the kill against Stukov. Blue team, 30k with the big plays right here. Bam, down goes Varian. Yeah, taunted them one too many times. Gazlo came in, is like, what did you say about my mama? And bam, down he goes. Alright, seems like that's game. Starting to come straight for the core. Take that down, 9 kills to 6, and game number 1 goes to 30k. The Sidestep Kings, ladies. They lose out on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Yeah, Li Ming and Sylvanas won't be able to stop that. That's just a little bit too much for them to handle. Well played, nicely done. And that is the end of game number 1. The lead in this series for the blue team. Good game though. Nice back and forth. Now we have 10 kills to 6 and the lead for 30k. Team 30k is in the lead. Oh yeah. So they won the first game, and now in our show match we're continuing with match number 2. We got BBJ on Ana, Masquerade on Garrosh, Tai on Li Ming, and on the left side we have Vespertine, aka Liam, on Blaze with Hazorbs on Thrall. The Sidestep Kings on the other side with Cattle on Anubarak here in Battlefield of Eternity, Ultralisk on Hanzo, got Filth on Cassia, Kyoja on Diva, and Hyde is playing Lucio. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can actually pull off here in game number 2. Are the Sidestep Kings coming back into this or not? That's going to be the bigger question. Also, I have a question too, because I want to see what Anubarak does on level 16. Why is that? Well, Anubarak has been changed a little bit, and after the changes, Prizat was trying to buff debilitation a little bit. And I discussed this with Michael Udall in the cast that we did together. I talked to a couple of players, and pretty much everybody agrees that Epic Enter, aka Epicenter, is still like just the best one. And the style, like the playstyle that you're aiming for if you're picking a Nubarak as your tank is just so well emphasized by picking Epicenter that you kind of don't want to give up on it. But Khaldor was the only player that I've actually seen that went into debilitation the other day. And I don't really know if that was a mistake, if he just wanted to try it out, or if he honestly feels, hey, this is the talent to go for. So I think looking at this is going to give us a bit of an idea if he feels that this is a good choice. If so, then at least right now he's the only one. But it would still be cool to get a bit of an idea, because sometimes you have mispicks, people click the wrong talent by accident, it's a big team fight, you're trying to pick the talent with hotkeys real quickly, you hit the wrong one, so shit happens. I mean, it has happened with heroic abilities, we've seen it with other talents, so that could be the case. Maybe he was also just trying it out a little bit before the league starts. After you patch, you have a lot of people that just look at different builds and see, hey, what kind of impact does that have? Is that viable now? Is it something I want to do? And, well, we're going to find out. This game is going to help us a little bit with that. Trolling Thunder on level 1 right away, and off we go. There's Khaldor already sliding out. Yano Nubarak, the Beetle, on the way back. And let's have a bit of a look at what's going on. Ooh, double start, nice! Look at that! Ah, BBJ. The man cannot only play Brightwing, he can apparently also play real supports. Nice, I like it. Granny comes in with a double hit there. Okay. Couple of stacks already for Cassia. And let's go. Yeah, Masquerade up at the front here. Oh, nice, that's a kill. Hanzo got just crushed. Well done. Yeah, good job by him. So, Hanzo is dead. Yeah, he is about as dead as HTC is. Get totally crushed here. Stunned from the left, stunned from the right, and then the damage comes out and completely obliterates him. So, level 4 talents, this time the Charge Blast. There we go. Also got the Indomitable in, right there. And at the bottom of the map, we still have a little bit of action happening, as we also have Khaldor with the Underking. So, full-on engage build from him. They want to be aggressive in this game, and I like it. Yeah, give me that aggression. Go for it, baby. Same time now, we currently have a little bit of topside pressure. We currently have 1 kill against 0. Level 4 talents are coming in. And yeah, this Patino is sitting tight there as well. So, bottom of the map. Let's go. It's party time. It's kind of interesting that we have, when it comes to at least Immortal pressure, mainly Hanzo really delivering for the team in red. And he can, of course, stack this quickly. He's actually completely left alone at the bottom. Everybody is focusing on the top Immortal right now. So Hanzo is just doing his thing down here, and Masquerade at this point realizes that, well, we probably have to do something about it, or we're going to be in trouble. So, yep, the halftime show easily won. No problem at all. Ultralisk waiting the entire time right here. And, yeah, they're going for it now. But that's a big lead that they just established, and that's really going to help them. And he can just like try to make the play again. Halftime show is in. Bam. Off we go. Yeah, it's a good start into this. Also, more stacking, by the way, for Thrall has gone into the Frostwolf pack. Great synergy with the level 16 talent if you want to go for it. And if they're going to burn this down, where's Hanzo when you need it? Right here. Both teams are just trying to race it. But that should be a win for the red team, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, 30k is doing what they can to keep the shield low. But it's still a victory for the Sidestep Kings, so they take the first one. Good combo. Every single time that you hit a sleeping dart with Ana, it's a setup for Li Ming to get damage connected. Every time. And so that's what we're gonna see more and more as the game continues. Of course, once the Nano boost is online after level 10, even more so than now. Push through the bottom. I guess they are gonna be happy with the wall alone. There's no Sylvanas in this game this time. There's not really a lot that they can do. And the Immortal didn't really have a huge shield to begin with, so I would be a bit shocked to see them take more than the wall. Maybe a bit of damage on the fort, but they shouldn't get the entire thing. Now, they're still getting some damage at least. And Khaldor is trying to slow them down with a few more stuns. They have level 7 actually. Could maybe help them to get some additional damage in. Yeah, not really too much. Khaldor now also with the continuous plating right there. And now, of course, we also have Calamity. And Ancestral Wrath. Still, super cool talent. Sustain, nuke. What do you want more? It's pretty much all that you can get out of one. So, yeah. Top side, they're trying to take camps. I mean, pretty much both of the teams are now going for the Khaldor camps. It's a bit of a question of what Vesper team is going to try and do. Yeah, Liam, he's going to double check the top as the rest of the team is at the bottom. So we got our 1 versus 1. Kyoja is already moving out, but down here the fight starts up and they're starting to go for it. Make the play, baby. Yeah, try and set it up here. So they're trying to go for the quick kill and let's see if they can get it. The camp is still up. Masquerade is starting to move back in. Sleep Daughters hit a Nubarak, so they try to exploit that. Cassia, they try to go for the kill, and Masquerade, he walks away. Good heals also from Anna. Nicely done by BBJ. 5 stacks for Thrall, so he's actually 1 stack shy. It's actually a little bit sad that he didn't go into the Trash Lightning. If he would have gone for the Trash Lightning here, that would have been kind of fun. I mean, he's part of the 4-man most of the time anyways, so that would have been cool to see. But Trolling Thunder is just a really solid talent, and now he even gets the quest completed very early in the game. Yeah, they still want to take him down. Nice save from Masquerade. But look at that pressure play now. Sidestep Kings with the camp that they just took. They go in and they take it. Well done. Yeah, it was actually a good setup. They got the camp, they get the pressure, they get a couple of beetles to move in with it, and then they take the fort down. That's a solid lead here initially. Now the next Immortal is also coming up. Just imagine them going for the second one. Kyoja is fighting it out at the top side here. No problem for him either. So yeah, good job. Able to make that work. And the Immortals are up, so they gotta be a little bit careful what they are going for. It seems like for the time being, the Sidestep Kings have actually abandoned the middle and instead are making the play for the top, I want to say objective, but it's of course the camp that they're aiming for. But since nobody on the blue team side are making any big moves either, they get away with it. So now we have 2 camps actually pushing the top side in just a second, because there's a Shaman camp that is about to be claimed as well. And level 10 abilities come as a courtesy of that. Yeah, you get the experience through camps, and all of a sudden you can talk about heroic abilities. So off we go. That's first of all, the Cocoon is out again. And they have the advantage, and that's going to be a halftime show for them. Yeah, nicely done. Doesn't get much better than that. Good for them. So level 10 abilities are still missing for the blue team. There they are. Okay. And no surprises here either. Oh, yeah, okay. I was just about to say, disintegrate, what's happening? And then I realized, wait a second, we have a Nubarak on the other side. If you go up against it, the only time you want to use disintegrate is when you're playing against an Nubarak, so that you can counteract his Cocoon. Yeah, that didn't lock Hazu down. No. Had the Gladiator's medallion down. Yeah, Li Ming, bzzz, Cocoon is gone. Nicely done. Quick reaction. Hazu is a little bit low. He has no mana either. He's in trouble. He's in trouble if they get a hang on him. Instead, they try to go for Li Ming and BBJ. He's just keeping everybody alive here. The Pew 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 is so good right now. He's keeping everybody alive here, but they are losing the Immortal and they're losing it big time. So he might have been able to keep them alive. Oh my god, I don't think he's going to survive that either. No. Yeah, that's bad. So I was just about to say that even though they were able to keep everybody alive, turns out they didn't, they lost the Immortal hard. The only thing that makes this kinda, I don't want to say okay, but not a game-ending scenario is that this isn't late game. If you get an Immortal like this in the late game, it's just lights out. But if you are heading into this particular setup now, top side, with an 8-minute Immortal, that's a different story. But this Immortal is still going to go through that fort like hot butter through cheese. There's just no doubt about it. That fort is gonzo. If they push with it, then there's no way of saving this. Down at the bottom of the map, there's Blaze. Arrow connects. They want to go for Li Ming. No way. They get the kill. They're setting it up for Hazu. They're trying to take him down too. Where's the stun? There it is. Bam! Double kill. Double kill. Well played. All you got to do here. They get 2 kills in. And, well, now they have to move straight up through the top, trying to take down more than 4. Maybe even they keep. I mean, honestly, with 2 heroes down, they might be able to get it. They might actually be able to get the keep now. Yeah, they're about to lock that down. They got a level 13 talent advantage. The Immortal is just now going into melee mode as the shield is gone. They get a keep. We are not even 10 minutes in and they get a keep. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a bit of a spanking that the blue team received here. Yeah, please tell me that keep falls. Please tell me someone takes that keep down. Oh my god. Really? Oh, every time these situations where you have a team thinking, well, we don't need to do this anymore. This is a done deal. And then nobody chips in any damage and it turns out the Immortal falls. Now, if they can get kills here, then that's a different story. There's the Earthquake. Hazu's coming in. Big arrow, big kill. Yeah, they get one. They're going to get more. The keep is going to fall. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, but that keep is going to fall. BBJ is completely isolated. He has no way getting out of this one. So he's down. They're trying to go for the triple kill as they're locking Masquerade in. Yeah, he's going to die too. They're even following up with more. 3 kills. And that is... honestly, if we would be a bit farther into the game, it would be game. Death timers aren't big enough just yet. But that's 6 kills to 1. 2 levels ahead. Big lead right now. Yeah, that's a massive lead for them. They crushed the top lane. They absolutely crushed the top lane. That was incredible. That was pretty insane. Yeah, now the Mechams are obviously up. We have okay stacks for Cassia. Sitting at 22,000 damage. Hanzo has the same. Tiva also on 21k. Damn, they're crushing this. Now, 30k has still a chance to come back into it. They should get level 13 as the Immortals are being fought over. And if they can then force a fight and win it, they can make it back into the game. But they're in trouble because there's also a level 16 talent that is going to be ready soon for the Sidestep Kings. So if this is going to be a drawn-out stalemate in the middle over the Immortal battle, Red Team could get their additional talent. And then, again, snowball this even further. So if you are on 30k, you are very interested in forcing a fight right now that you can win here. You need to win that battle. You need to try and move in and take that fight. And that's what they're doing right now. So they're starting to make the approach here. They're looking for the fight. And, well, here we go. Trying to set this up. So far, not quite. Not really in a position to get a kill yet. But again, they're working on it. As you can see, they go for Blaze. And, he bunkers up. Blaze bunkers up just in time. Arrow. Oh, nice use of the medallion. Blaze is down, though. And that could be the beginning of the end. Masquerade gets also attacked, so that's another problem. Yeah, he gets locked down too. They're all rushing away from this one, and yes, that's a second kill. Thrall is down, 16 talents are in play, 8 kills to 1. Big Immortal coming in, big push topside too. Bottom of the map, D.Va, I guess, is going to deal with this in just another moment. But this is just devastating. Halftime show is 1, that's going to be a big shield. 16 talents, the talent advantage is not going to disappear. This could honestly be the end of the game. Especially if they get kills with it as well. Defending against this setup is not going to be easy by any means. The only one that died on the Sidestep Kings side is Hanzo. He's the only one that's fallen. And they have, I mean, yeah, 3 heroes are currently on cooldown on the Gladiator's Medallion. But they are going to have all of their heroic abilities up for that fight. Oh, there's a flip. I don't think that they can do that. Not here. They are trying to be the initiator in the fight because they know they have to fight the fight anyways, and they don't want to fight it with the Immortal. So instead, they're trying to flank in to take the battle to the opponent, and it didn't really work. So instead, they're now looking at a big Immortal moving through the bot lane. That's kinda nuts. He actually went for debilitation. Cattle seems to think that this is actually good. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. We'll see if that's gonna be a talent that, now that it got buffed, is gonna make well, I don't want to say comeback, but finally have a bit of an impact in the game. But Cattle so far is the only Nubarak player that I know that picks it. We'll see if others will adjust, or if he's gonna stay the only one, but he seems to think that's good. So now we're starting to come in with a kill against, well, Lucio and Hanzo. So, I don't know, that keep is gonna fall, but it seems... Oh! He gets the kill against Ana, nice! They can't go for core here. Talking about the core though, yeah, there's catapults already on the core. 2 of the catapults, by the way, totally inting here and going instead for the tower. But that's a lot of damage, and they are trying to take it. Yeah, Cattle is in. That's game. That's game. Yeah. With the catapults from the top lane and the Immortal still being alive, they're gonna take this. Series is tied, everybody. Nice. Well done. Big, I mean, huge advantage. 18 to 15 on the levels, 10 kills to 4, talent advantage 2. So yeah, they take it. Game number 3 coming up next. Game number 3, Volskaya Foundry is the map. Let's get this party going. We have a 1-1 situation in the series. And on the left side, 30k with BBJ on Deckard Kane. More supports from him. Ty on Sylvanas, Hazobs on Medivh. There we go. Vespertine on Gazlo and Masquerade on Diva. Whereas over to the right side of the map, we got Kyoja on Zul, Cattle on Imperius, Ultralisk on Greymane, got Filth on Hanzo, and Hyde is playing Lucio. Okay, let's go. Hazu. His Medivh struggled a little bit the last time that we saw him play. Maybe now. It's gonna be more... I mean, they won the game, but he didn't complete the stacks on the baseline, which is always annoying. But of course, those portal plays are always kind of sexy, so he's gonna try to go for them again. And, well, let's check that out. Can he make those portal plays? Can he help the team here? Also, we got the Gas Lord once more on the side lane. Yeah, trying to piss everybody off here, which he's usually very, very good at. Alright, here's the action as they're starting to move in as well. And there's the rotation topside. 1 minute in, the camps are spawning and the teams are going to try and make the play for the first turrets. That's the first thing to happen here. And yeah, let's see what we go. Or what we get. At this point, we got our move down to the bottom of the map still, where Zul is, of course, starting to play this out. And up towards the top. It's time for maybe even a healing beak to be taken. I mean, this is obviously heavily contested too, but usually what happens when the 1 minute mark hits is that the team are first and foremost making their play for the turrets and then start to engage onto the healing beacon, unless you have a team that is trying to switch it up a little bit and go for the healing beacon first, exploiting that the opponent doesn't pay attention. On this level, that rarely happens. You can already see that Diva and Lucio have both double-checked if anybody else is making a move for the camp. And so far, that hasn't really worked. But down here, nice, I like it. BBJ is a man that rides in style. If he doesn't play the fruit fly, he at least goes for the money pick here, and I appreciate that absolutely. So good for him. Already setting this up at the camp a little bit. Teams are, of course, looking for level 4 talents now, too. And we have still Zul at the bottom of the map. Locked down over here. Okay, but nobody can actually come in and deliver any damage. It's just the usual poking and prodding, nothing insane yet. Looking to see, are we making a play for the healing beacon? Yes, no. Does the opponent make a move here? Do we want to engage? Are we waiting for the objective? Make sure that you soak enough experience so that you can get the level 7 talent as all of this starts. That's pretty much the game plan. At least initially. And then once that the first objective is taken, that's when things shift a little bit, depending on if you're on the defensive or if you're the team that is making the moves with the protector. But it seems like Sidestep Kings are the ones willing to engage into the battle and try to take this one down. And as we have them moving in, there's of course the camp contested. Nice setup from BBJ, good. And Diva is also coming in, so they actually steal it away. All the work has been done by the Sidestep Kings, and then 30k comes in and just simply steals it. Thieves in the night. Move in, so like, yeah, well, that's ours. Thank you very much for doing all the work, but we'll take over from here. Thank you. Okay, so top side right now, Ultralisk has pushed another wave out. It's about level 7 talents from here on out. As the objective gets announced, you want to get the extra talent in. You, by the way, get the Overwhelming Affliction and the Mercenary Queen now. Mercenary Queen is kind of neat because it also affects the items, and that really helps with the turret damage. So you can get those turrets in a pretty nasty situation, and it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of nuts if you think about it. But that's where Ty is going to try and get value for that level 4 pick here. Okay, so now that we have our level 7 talents about to come in, the position has also been taken by 30k. At least it's about to, there we go. So they have a pretty good starting point into this. They have the additional item thanks to the healing beacon. They have the level 7 at the same time that their opponent does. And now the opportunity to just hold this and force the Sidestep Kings to react. And there we go. Talking about Sidestep Kings and reacting, they're already reacting with the gank on Gazlo. That doesn't quite work out though. Imperius instead finds himself in trouble and has to move away here. Cattle slowly striding out of the fight. And yeah, looks in his level 7 now as well. By the way, the Reaper's toll over here, over Jailers. And in comes the completed quest for Hanzo. 19 stacks. Talking about completed quest, 19 stacks on Hazo Ops. Obviously, he's still far away from him completing it, but he is getting closer. And, well, let's go. There we go. We got Masquerade coming in. Vespertine gets attacked, and goodbye. That's the end of the Gazlord. Gazlord eliminated. Yep, camps are of course up again. Both of the teams are pinging them already as they're starting to go for it. And let's check that out. Here we go. He comes in, and let's see. Coming through, going for the attack, trying to steal that away again. Like, we have so much aggression right now around these camps, and teams just like trying to steal them away. We had that already about the healing beacon. Now we have it around this one too. We got a 1-0 at this point. And yep, that is potentially, I mean, who's going to take this objective? It's pretty much up for grabs from both sides. Sylvanas goes down. Ooh. Overchase maybe a little bit down at the bottom, so he's able to get the kill in. Still the fight over the camp right here, and that sets us up right now. Okay, so let's double check that real quickly. And off we go. Yeah, Masquerade is now moving into. Alright, let's see, there's the connect, and Masquerade gets attacked as well. Gets the beacon out, sorry, not the beacon out, the explosion, but that was a pretty bad position for the explosion to be in, so that didn't really help him. 2 kills to 0. Starting to go for the next one over here. Cattle, careful. Still 5 versus 5 here. And they're really fighting this out to the last second, aren't they? Holy shit. Nearly level 10 by now for the Sidestep Kings. They've been able to soak experience on the lanes, and they're going to take it just because they have the earlier level 10, unless they lose a hero now. Honestly, if they just play a bit for time, they have it. Just wait until you hit 10 and then come back in. Let's see if they can actually make that work. Not quite. Okay. There we go. Level 10 is ready. And off we go. 2 kills to 0. Yeah, gonna take it. Easily. Down to the bottom of the map. That's currently Gazlos trying to hold that. Hazo's nearly done. With all that brawling going on in the middle, he's at 38 stacks, and he's easily going to get this against the Protector right now. So the first one was obviously locked in because of the level 10 ability. Good side soak there, for sure. And, well, let's see a little bit of what they can do up at the top now. Yeah, there comes the move. They're starting to come in, and top side, you want to take the fountain down. Okay. Poison Nova is, of course, out as well. Can they take the fountain? Mad gank on the Protector. So they take that down. And, yep, there we go. Bam! That fountain is toast. And let's go. Yeah, the entire wall is fallen, actually. Okay, 2 kills to 0. There we go. Bottom of the map. What did we get instead? Kyoja is pushing this one out. No problem for him, but of course there's the reaction as we have Vespertine moving in. I mean, again, so far it's just pretty much like the fight over the objective that we've seen there. This is also where a lot of the experience lead comes through, was the kills that the Sidestep Kings were able to get. You can see that they gained 1,800 experience just through those hero kills. And that's pretty much where they were able to get the level 10. Also in minion experience they have taken a lead, which helps a lot. So really just getting these small advantages in the earlier stages can make a huge difference if you find yourself in a setup like this one. Now it's level 10 versus 10, and I like the idea of going into Deckard's ult plus then following up with Gazlo, but it didn't really work out for them here. So that's a bit of a problem. They had a chance to go for a wombo combo, but it didn't quite work. They actually have multiple setups. They can go for Deckard, Kayn with the Stay on While and Listen and follow up with Gazlo, or they can start with the ley line on Medivh and make a similar play. They still need to deliver the damage on the other hand though, so that's gonna be a bit more nasty. It's all about items again, still a leading experience for the Sidestep Kings and the opportunity to get the level 13 talent just a little bit quicker than their opponent. And once you have that, you might just be able to take another fountain down here. Especially in the middle as the entire wall is already gone. If they get access to that, they are gonna take that fountain down quickly. Also Zul at the bot lane has of course interest to take that wall down and maybe see if he can do a little bit more here. Take that fort down maybe as well. Here we go, Cattle a bit low and bam, there it is. The kill against Imperius. And that brings 30k back to business. Not only do they now get the healing beacon again, but thanks to the kill, they also grabbed a bit of extra experience that helps them to close the gap. And as the objective topside spawns, we will have both teams on level 13. I like the hit here of Hans on the other hand. Hide? Careful, bro. Alright, he makes it out, but damn. That's a bit of an issue, honestly. There's not a lot of hard CC available on the side of 30k. I mean, generally speaking, if you look at the lineup a bit, it's still a little bit odd here. So they don't really have a proper main tank. They're instead playing D.Va as the main tank, more or less. And they have then Gazelle at the side. That is kind of neat in the sense that they have a lot of interrupts or disrupts, and they have a good push. D.Va is always kind of nice. The problem that they have is that they are lacking a bit of CC. Now, they still have some, don't get me wrong. I mean, you got Gazlo, you got Medivh with the ley line, you have also Deckard Cain, but it doesn't really bring you a targeted stun like you, for example, have with Imperius's Lunge or other heroes that can really deliver with a wall stun, Jojo with a Blessed Shield data on, so on and so forth. So you still have a busty frontline there, but it's definitely a bit of a different style that we are usually seeing from teams on that level. So they're a bit out there with this. They can still set those combos up, but reliable stuns that can be followed up on are currently a little bit rare outside of them using heroic cooldowns. Which isn't necessarily bad. If you set any of these combos up, you can do a ton of work. By the way, we talked earlier already about Kyoja and about Zul, and he is ripping that bot lane apart. So if he is able to get that fountain eliminated, that would be the absolute dream right now. And he gets assistance from Greymane too, so they want that shit now. And they should at least try to get that fountain. I mean, hello, team. There we go. Takes it down with the last hit. Easy peasy. Top lane, of course, the fight continues too. 3 kills to 1. Level 15 against level 40 now. And 15.5 will give them an early level 16. Normally, it's all about 13. But since the first objective took ages to be taken, the entire game has been slowed down a little bit. And that leads to these objectives right now, not only scaling a little bit better, but also a higher level, which makes those fights just a bit different. And Masquerade makes it out. Okay. Alright. It's kind of unfortunate that the explosion on D.Va doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. It always feels like that is a little bit weird. And really weak. I mean, again, you see that big explosion coming, right? And it's a super slow charge up. And then even if it connects, it just doesn't do enough. It always feels like it's not really as impactful as you are afraid of. So 16 is now in. Blue team is going to get this too. But the red team is still a bit ahead. Rotations are still coming in. Yeah, off we go. There's the play. Vespertine is losing a lot here at the bot lane. Liam is definitely pushed out very, very hard here. So that bot lane for the third objective is already a huge problem for 30k. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but Sidestep Kings are starting to take serious advantages here. It doesn't really seem like it because they're only a little bit ahead in experience. But if you look just on the structural situation on the map, they are mad ahead. Massively. And now we have also a protector, and you just look at all of these forts. They can pretty much get every single fort right now if they wanted to. So they're starting to move straight through the bottom, starting to make their plays for the next few structures. The one in the mid lane, that's pretty much a drive-by. Right there, easy hit, boom, down. Can now move down to the bot lane, take the third one down. I mean, technically speaking, they could even try to make a play for maybe even something bigger here. Hazu, Kyoja is going to get away here, but bot lane 4, that's a goner now as well. So we didn't really see a whole lot of fights, especially over the second objective, as the situation, of course, became dire quickly, thanks to the talent lead. I mean, come, you're trying to trigger me, right? Not again. We had this before. We talked about this team. We talked about it on so many maps right now. You can't do this to me again. Thank you. We moved in and took it down, so there's that. And, yep, off we go. There we got our attack again, straight over onto BBJ. Now that Hyde is coming in, they might be able to boop him back in. And he actually survives. Oh, well, maybe not. Oh, no. Wow, the ley line. Are they actually saving him? They actually saved him. Nicely done. Nicely done. Well played here. Alright. So now we got our next setup. 3 kills to 1, but of course with an 18 to 17 situation and 2 of the forts taken down. Yeah. Problematic is one word to describe the situation that they're in. Temporal flux, evasive fire. The problem is that once that the third objective spawns, you want to have your level 20 talent ready, and I guess Sidestep Kings are going to have that. The question is, can 30k get it too? And when you talk about items, there is an item advantage right now, a small one, for the red team. So they are taking the additional healing beacon, and they also hold 1 additional turret. So that's 4 items to 2. Leyline, can he steal it? He's not going for it. And Gazlo wants it. Can Gazlo get it? They're actually going for it. Yes, he takes it. Both healing beacons are used. Big arrow. Arrow cam catches everything. Oh my god, what a beautiful observer move right there. That observer needs a raise. Oh wait, it's me. Fantastic. Woo! Alright. Arrow cam was absolutely on point as we're heading straight into the fight. And that could be a kill. Kyoja! Masquerade, Kyoja, both of them. Oh, and you're getting out. Jesus, this is a game of no kills. Look at that. Medivh is just working overtime with shields and portals to get everybody out here. And then at the same time, we're now looking at the Sidestep Kings just rushing back to all the forts that they still have. It's such a beautiful situation for them that they still have forts and even walls in play with all of the fountains. I mean, this is now 15 minutes in and they even have at the top lane the fountain still in play. The wall is still intact. At the bot lane they still have a wall. They are in such a great spot whenever it comes to a fight in the middle of the map because they can easily fall back and tap at the fountain and then retreat. This one, by the way, talking about fountains, really needs to be taken down. Someone needs to move in for this one. And I guess Hyde is currently trying to do that. Now that the shield's gone, he nearly gets it. Yeah, and there we go. It's a little bit of a delayed damage setup here. And now they're already rotating topside again. It feels like 30k is only reacting. It really feels that 30k is only reacting the entire time. But now there's a setup. Yeah, and they get interrupted again. So it didn't really work out for them either. Level 20 is so close, so 30k wants the fight before the Storm talents are there. They're trying to fight with 16 versus 16 talents. Good arrow into the back line, not really forcing anything, but keeping the team alive. They got the items still in their hand. Jump out with Hanzo, and level 20 is ready, and that's the time where 30k says, okay, we don't want to fight this anymore. And the objective gets announced too. So in another 20 seconds, we have the bot lane activating, and things are a little bit rough for them now. Sidestep Kings are in a dominant position and things are looking pretty good here. So yeah, Hazo is again topside. They go for a free fort. Can't really deal with that, I'm sorry. Against the 20 talents, I'm actually surprised that they're even trying to save this. Why would you? Level 20 talents against you? I would not fight this in a million years if I had the choice. And they definitely have the choice. Yeah, there's the bullet also. They try to go for the Gazlo. Oh, Medivh! Ah, yes, there's the portal. Gazlo tries to set up. Sound barrier is out. Nicely done. Well played by Lucio. Cattle makes it out as well. And D.Va loses the mech for now. I love how nobody's at the bottom of the map going for the objective, by the way. Everybody's just brawling topside. Sidestep Kings are sitting there and it's like, ah, well, we're gonna take it later. They're still poking around to the middle, as you can see here. And here we go. They take the camps away. I mean, item advantages are just incredibly important. So they take this one now too. Now they move straight down to the bottom of the map in the attempt to finally get the protector, I suppose. And the third protector should at least give them a keep. But right here, with level 20, just around the corner for 30k, and now a healing beacon in their hands, we might see a move by the blue team to go for the objective. And fight this out. But again, the item advantage is still in the hands of the Sidestep Kings, like no doubt about it. They have just way more turrets. But now we have Medivh cheats. Stay a while and listen gets upgraded into Respect the Elderly. Also the new missile upgrade here. The timing attack for D.Va. And as so often, the bomb toss right there. Yeah, so there we go. They're gonna go for the fight. It's a little bit weird that Sidestep Kings didn't really try to go for an earlier objective lockdown here. They really waited a long time and allowed 30k to come back onto 20. I like that though. Simply rotating into the middle and putting Greymane into a position where he can start to take that down. Hunter's Blunderbuss on level 20 for them. And just forcing the mid lane out. Yeah, there's the ley line, but only against one. Okay, they try to go for the follow-up. Goja's fine. Hanzo, arrow, trying to go for Sylvanas. Nearly getting a kill there. The old man in trouble. The old man in a lot of trouble. BBJ gets the shield and dies regardless. Yeah, D.Va wasn't here. It was a 4 versus 5. D.Va was still at the bottom of the map, and Masquerade is now looking at it and like, oh shit. Yeah, I got news for you. You need to get the hell out of there. Oh, 90. Oh. Nice. Well, congratulations, you just got the protector. Bad news, you're not gonna get it, but hey, you took it. Oh, wow. They actually got the protector here because of it, but yeah, that is kind of nuts. Oh, that's kind of funny. I mean, they won't be able to do anything with it, obviously. They can't even get to it. That's how bad it is. They can't even get to it. They got Kane down, doesn't help them here either, but that is just brilliant. This is one... they denied it. I suppose they denied it to the opponent. They made sure that the Sidestep Kings can't get it either, but now two lanes are getting pressured and pushed, and I guess at least one keep should fall down here. Arrow up at the top. They try to go for Medivh, and Hazo's down. Hazo's down just as Staggered Kane is back. Staggered, death, and then now they get... oh my god. Gazlo down, Medivh down. That's two eliminated. One keep eliminated. They can go for another one. Maybe. Can they kill Sylvanas? Well, they can kill D.Va, I can tell you that much. And that's... I don't know, but that's game. Like, now you just gotta move through the bot lane. Before that, I would have said, okay, you can go for keep number 2 and then play around that. But with 3 heroes eliminated and Sylvanas pretty much dead, that's keep. That's core. Yeah, keep, by the way, is falling anyways because the catapult is gonna take this one down. But the core is also getting rushed at this point. So, yep. They're gonna go for that. That is it. Game is over. 30k loses as the Sidestep Kings take the lead with a 2-1 against their opponent. Alright, there we go. Game number 4, let's go! Infernal Shrines, everybody! Well, 30k is behind right now, and the Sidestep Kings have taken the lead here. And we have a lot of Medivh today, I actually like it. Again, generally speaking, I honestly like Medivh games, especially when you have a good one. And now we have Hazu with the hero again. The problem is that they didn't really have the best track record with the Medivh players right now. We got BBJ on Ana, Sammy on Gul'dan, Masquerade on D.Va, and Vespertine on Malthael. It's pretty much the only map where you still see Gul'dan. I mean, I guess on Tomb of the Spider Queen you see him a little bit too, but those two are just about it. On the right side of the map, we got the Sidestep Kings with Cattle on Imperius. We have Ultralisk on Junkrat, Kyoja on Leo, got Filth on Hanzo, and Hyde is playing Lucio. Yeah, fantastic. Good setup for them now. Especially since we have for portal control also Junkrat in play. And that's actually pretty neat, because every single time when you have a Medivh or you want to play Medivh, you will see teams thinking at least about banning Junkrat out, since he's so good at controlling those portals whenever they are set up. So all you got to do is you place your mines down, you wait for somebody to come through, and then you just go for it. Other heroes that fulfill a similar purpose are ETC, for example. He can control portals really well, deny either access or lock someone down that comes through the portal. You have Urel in a similar position that is oftentimes being used for that. So yeah, there's quite a few things that can be done in a situation like this. Either way, we now got our opening here with also baseline stacks is something that we're definitely going to watch for Hazu for good reason. I mean, the previous games have shown that we need to. Hyde is dipping around here. He really likes his Lucio too, as you can see. And we have Liam again on Malthael, which he actually played a couple of times now. We've seen a lot of games recently from 30k, honestly. Like a lot of those. So over on the right side now, camps are taken. Same thing true for the blue team. It's usually the bottom camp that gets a bit more contested. Hazobs is the one that really just anchors the play here. He provides the vision, so if anybody moves in, they can deal with that. We have a similar situation, by the way, on the front line right now, that we have D.Va in that main tank position that Masquerade has used the hero for several times. And didn't quite work out on Volskaya, but honestly, let's see if they can make it work here. I'm a little bit torn on it, honestly. I feel like you can really peel a lot for your backline with D.Va, but at the same time, I really think that having just a reliable stun is important. Now, stuns just in general, with the anomaly that we currently have, the Gladiator's Medallion are always a little bit of a weird spot, because there's just so many heroes that have definitely taken a bit of a hit, since you now have the opportunity to go for some unstoppable frames every 5 minutes. If you add... oh, talking about that, that's a kill. Oh, alright. one down. That's the first blood right here as the Sidestep Kings get the kill against Khaldor. And, well, there we go. But again, I kind of feel like stuns is a little bit of a weird situation. On the one hand, you're obviously in a spot where you can, with reliable stuns, bait those medallion cooldowns out, and then if you force those fights, it's unlikely that your opponent is going to have them back just in time. But then again, there's a lot of tools right now that seem like they're losing a lot of value. I mean, how many times did we now see Valkyrie setups, for example, where a hero just uses Medallion? Right now, you have a lot of teams that are setting up stuns and then use the Valkyrie here. We've seen that on Towers of Doom in the previous series, where we had the Blessed Shield followed up by a Valkyrie. But there's just a lot of plays in general where a good time or well-timed Medallion can do a whole lot of work here. And I think it's a really, really bad addition to the game. Pretty much every single frontline player has heavily complained about it. There's nobody on the top level that I've heard talk about the Medallion in a positive way, so I really hope that it gets removed as quickly as possible from Blizzard. Unfortunately, I think that they are not going to give a shit and just leave it up as a consistent addition to the game, but I seriously hope that I'm wrong. Either way, now that we're starting this one up, we got our 2-1 lead for the Sidestep Kings. There's the flip, alright, and a little bit of value, but 31 stacks for the Sidestep Kings as the red team is taking the lead here. 22 stacks now on the other side, and well, that's an easy peasy protector for Sidestep Kings. Punisher. Too many different objectives. You got those Dragon Knights, Protectors, Punishers, Immortal. Too much crap moving through the middle. Garden Terrors, Web Weavers, all that stuff. Yeah, Masquerade over here. Defending. Wall is easily taken down. They go through the side wall and they get the kill against Khaldor again. That's the second one. Damn. He's getting a little bit wrecked over here. That's 2 kills already against him. 2 kills and a 4th most likely. Yeah, starting to jump in. Starting to take that too. And goodbye. Okay. All the way up to the middle of the map. Yeah, getting a little bit more experience for the team here, but that doesn't change the fact that losing a main structure with the first Punisher coming in is kind of unfortunate, not really what you are aiming for. So, yeah, bad for them. Vespertine sitting topside right now and doing his thing. And, yeah, level 7 talents are at least ready. 2 kills to 0. Good start. Red team couldn't really have hoped for a better start than what they have going for themselves right now. Experience lead is not that insane. Still half a level, more than half a level ahead, so that counts. I don't think that the level 10 ability will really give them a big lead, considering that the objective hasn't been announced yet, so chances are that 30k is going to get their own level 10 just in time for the objective, and I don't think that it's a lead that's big enough to help them to grab the early level 13. I mean, that's just way off. But yeah, they at least can for now go down to the bot lane, take the camp here, and maybe with a small heroic window that they'll have, they can push some of those walls down, go into the middle, take, for example, the wall apart here. Let's not forget that the next objective actually spawns in the mid lane, so that would be kind of nice. And in an ideal scenario, you're trying to sneak a camp away, try to take the fountain down, but of course that's not really possible anymore. There's a 2-minute cooldown currently on the camp, so there's no chance of grabbing that. And, well, let's go. 2 kills to 0 still. Bit of a top lane setup here. It's a trap! At least a bit of one. But Masquerade is not falling for any of this just yet. And he has the level 10 abilities on for both sides now. No surprises. Arrow, ley line, yeah, sound barrier of course as usual. Midi, well, Malthael could go for Tormented Souls. With an Ana over here, he could go Tormented Souls, but given the lineup on the other side, I suppose it's going to be Last Rites. Tormented Souls normally is something that you're thinking about when you're not having a lot of displacement and stuns on the other side. With Nano Boost, that's actually a really powerful setup, but all that is needed is honestly yeah, a good sound barrier, or maybe even just like a mine from Junkrat, and if it gets catapulted away, that could be annoying. Now, if they feel that he can still pull that off, if it's possible. Yeah, that arrow didn't go anywhere. That's a bit of a weird timing for the arrow. It seemed really confident to connect this one, because that cooldown is not going to be ready for the next objective. I don't think that they have enough time for that. Yeah, and there it is, gets announced. Now, sometimes you see a player YOLO an ability out, especially a Hanzo arrow, because you're thinking, hey, Objective is not coming up for another minute at least, so I can just simply use the ult now. If I hit it, we can maybe get a kill and snowball from there. If I don't, the ult will be ready for the objective anyways. But in this case, it doesn't quite work out. And he actually goes Tormented Souls, by the way. Alright, nano boosted Tormented Souls. Off we go. Hey, if they can keep him in the fight, that's actually kind of neat. Honestly, it can destroy a team. If you can leech on, then it can destroy a team. But stuns are, of course, a really good counter to that. If he has the cooldown of the medallion and uses that, that's a different story. And later on, he will have the inevitable end on top of that too. There's the ley line. Nano boost. Okay, there we go. And the aspect of death is coming in. They're getting a kill. Ana down. Hanzo down. They're looking for a little bit more here. And they're trying to go for it. But, well, can't really do too much here yet. Kill for a kill. Problem is that the support is down for the blue team. Oh, that Entomb locked him out. All that he wants to do here, but the portal saves him once again. Hazob's on 21 stacks now on the baseline. 12 for Gul'dan, by the way. Sound barrier, that was necessary. Good hit. And they're super close still on the stacks for the objective. And they are low. Lucio isn't here. Lucio's split from the team. He's finally making it in, but that's already a bit late. Both of them are on 30 stacks roughly. There's the arrow again, and it hits in the back, but it still doesn't do anything. It seems like the blue team might just get this one. They get the kill against Imperius. They get the kill against Leo. Yeah, they're looking good. Oh, 39 to 39, and the red team takes it. The Sidestep Kings come in with the Punisher. Nice. Nicely done. Medivh, no. Hazu, why? He dies again. Hazu dies again and loses the stacks. I gotta say that Hazu seems to be a little bit off in these games. Now, of course, there is a delay that the European players have to deal with. That's definitely true. But he is struggling to keep himself alive until he has the quest completed. He had the game where it worked out, but just generally over the last couple of days, it seems like playing with that delay on the NA server makes it a bit more difficult for him. If you're looking at other Medivh players, they seem to just have the upper hand in a lot of those situations lately. So maybe he's struggling with that ping a little bit more than I thought he is. But, well, either way, he's down, so he has to restart on this one. Vespertine is trying to buy some time for the rest of the team to come in and help him out, and goes for his ult immediately, gets the nano boost too. They're trying to re-engage here. And 30k is looking for kills. And yes, there it is. Hanzo is down. Vespertine, stay too long, and he dies. Stay too long. The towers have taken aim, and he goes down. Ana gets attacked in the back. That fight is so chaotic. It's all over the place right now. Catalyst looking for another engage with a lunge. BBJ is getting shielded by D.Va as they're trying to keep the support, at least for now, still here. And Hyde is also just like sliding and slipping around, skipping from left to right. 4 kills to 5, push in the middle, 10 minutes into the game now. And whew. Yep, there we go with 25,000 damage on D.Va, 19,000 on Junkrat. And yeah, close, very close. But also with level 15 and level 16 now closing in. Let's see, where are we getting with it? Bot lane, that's where we currently have Vespertine playing it super safe on his little snowflake. That's, by the way, the snowflake tint that you go for if you want to ride the snowflake. Never ride the frozen pea. Don't ride the yellow snowflake. We all know what yellow snow is. It's always the blue snowflake. Gotta tell that people in 2020, like, I don't know. Everybody's still waiting for the asteroid. Anyways, now that we have our little push down here. Semi-sync tight, yeah, still. Everybody looking for 16. Red team should be able to grab this a bit sooner. And top side, that's still where Junkrat is pushing another lane out. Someone has to catch that. He wasn't moving up top side yet either. There's the level 16 talent. Mithril Mace is now also ready. It's the first stacks for that. Yeah, gets a portal setup. Okay, I was just about to say the problem for Masquerade with the rotation top is that he's a bit afraid that there might be someone interrupting it. They've been setting up ganks in a lot of games lately, so the portal on Medivh really helped him to overcome that. Now, D.Va is going to give them the level 16 in just a few seconds, and then it's just a question of whether or not they can win the next Punisher, because so far the blue team hasn't really done any big steps here. Now, again, Shaman Camps are of course taken. The advantage for the blue team is that in addition to the Shaman Camp, they're also going to have catapults pushing with the next wave. So that is actually a big problem. The timing also matters a whole lot here right now. But with 16 talents on both sides, it's party time. Party time on the shrine, and, well, let's go. They're starting to make their way right here. And, yep, let's see what they can do. They can make a play for the Punisher. Blue team, that is. We might just be able to snowball this a little bit, since we're now on, I think it's Punisher number 3, right? So this is starting to scale a little bit further. Also, the stacks are really low for Gul'dan. Tai isn't getting a lot of stacks together either. He's sitting at 17. If you have level 16 and your Ruinous Affliction, you normally want to be pretty much done with that quest. There's the nano boost again on Malthael, and he is murdering that backline. And they get Imperious at the front. With Malthael isolating everybody in the back and making sure that nobody can help out the front line. Imperious is down. 39 stacks, and they grab another one. 3 Punishers in a row now for the Sidestep Kings. Arrow connects extremely well. Can they get anything from it, though? It doesn't seem like it. Hyde, by the way, he's just like a bunny on speed the entire time. I mean, this guy is just zipping around there doing work. 6 kills to 5, but damn. What a crazy setup here again. It just feels like in those fights we have Imperious just die all... Honestly, to me it feels like the blue team should be ahead in kills. Like, I don't really know why. We had that triple kill earlier. I guess that screwed things a little bit in favor of the red team. But just generally, if you look at these fights, it seems like every time there's a shrine fight, 30k gets the initial hits. But they lose out on the objective every time. I mean, one time it was super close. It was 39 to 39 stacks, and then they locked in the last one. Now another victory for them. But this game isn't over by any means. I mean, it's 2 forts destroyed against 1 fort destroyed. Hazu's still struggling to get the stacks together. But it's nearly even an experience. I mean, they're super close. And the structural disadvantage for 30k isn't that big either. Red team, though, they are looking for more. They're looking for more camps now. They want to paint the map red here. And are they really engaging into this? Not really. They're poking it out slightly, but they're not really making a full move yet. That's going to come down to the late game again, I suppose. Next objective will be in the middle of the map, and that's a big advantage thanks to the fountain here for the Sidestep Kings. So, off we go. Another attempt to make the play here, straight in the middle. Taking the camps down, looking for... I mean, in an ideal world, you would of course get a Horrify off against the target. It's kind of nuts. He did not get any stacks together in this game, did he now? They make the play through the portal again. They set it up. They're not really as aggressive as they were in previous games with these portals. I think a big part of this is also that they just don't have the same amount of lockdown that they had when they, for example, were running an ETC for a power slide, or maybe the Imperious themselves for a good stun. So there's that. But, okay. 19 is in. 18 and a half. It's of course also a slight concern that you're behind in experience right now, and we can actually take a look at how exactly that came together. Now, on the experience side, 30k has actually a lead, despite the fact that they are behind in kills, and it's pretty much because of when they killed those heroes. Late game heroes on a higher level give you, of course, more experience there. But minion experience, they're also ahead. It's really mainly mercenaries. Look at the difference in mercenary experience. This is really what gives the half-level lead over to the Sidestep Kings. So that's actually pretty huge, and it really shows the importance of camp control in a lot of these games. It's actually something that Granite Gaming on the European side has always done incredibly well when they were playing on this map. And that, I don't think it will in this game, but honestly it's one of the things that could help you to get the early level 20 and then win an objective. Right now, unlikely. Timing just doesn't work out. But it's always a danger, it's always a risk. So, well, 10 stacks for Hazu, 26 for Gul'dan, level 20 talents are in, and that's of course the game changer again with Buried Alive. Such a fantastic talent. That silence, everybody's terrified of Leo in a situation like this. And Leo is just going to be looking for that opportunity to get that set up and just murder you. And it's dangerous. I mean, again, Leo is in these cases one of the most dangerous heroes. If he gets a good setup for the team, then it's just an absolute disaster. Talking about setups, there's the ley line. That could be the setup. Riptide is already moving out. They're going for the nano boosted Malthael, and the Horrify is spot on. Lucio is dead. Great play from Tai here. The arrow missing completely. They get a second kill. Oh, wow. This backfired hard. They're chasing. They're going for Ultralisk. And they get the kill. Oh, that's 3 down, and they can go for the objective. It seems like they're going for... Are they going for keep here right away without the objective even? Or where are they headed? No, they're still trying to chase some heroes down as it seems. Now that's not going to work out, but oh boy. That is trouble. Big trouble. That was just such a fantastic setup that they just got there. Doesn't get much better than that. So now they can already move through the middle, take that fort down before anything else happens. And holy shit. That was nuts. That's the perfect setup. That Horrify was just gold. I mean, first of all, the ley line, of course, was incredible. And then you get the Horrify just after it. And Bob's your uncle right there. So, well done. Nades and everything coming into... here's the fort down already. Now they can try to make the play for the keep. Bot lane has to be dealt with, though. Someone has to deal with that bot lane. Has to move in and try and defend this. Actually, they're even trying to go for Leo here. I don't think they can. But yeah, Masquerade has a portal already set up for him to help him out a little bit. They haven't taken it, by the way, so they wanna buy a little bit of time for Masquerade to deal with all of this, so they haven't taken the objective yet. And they still linger around to make sure that they can grab it at any point. They know it's going to be a 5 versus 5 no matter what. But the idea really is to help the bot lane to get pushed out, buy that time, and then make the play for the objective, while at the same time the Shaman camp is pushing the top. And of course, Sidestep Kings are now attacking the shrine, since they are hoping to force that a little bit earlier. But that bot setup is still happening, and the Khazras are nearly eliminated. D.Va is making it into the middle, and they're about to take it. And Kyoja is just pushing. Kyoja is going for the keep. If they let this slide, that pretty much means they want to go for game now. Okay, that's a bit insane to me. They are actually going... Are they really going for game here? They let Kyoja take the keep for free? Holy shit. Damn. The keep is nearly down. So Leo could take that. He has to go back now. But the next push should take the bot lane out. And it seems like they're going to try and go for game here. Holy hell. What a call. Top lane gets pressure too. Oh, the ley line. Okay. He's cheating. Hits 2. Can they set it up? Horrify. And it doesn't miss. It doesn't hit. They messed it up. They messed the combo up. But they might still get the kill against Kyoja. Kyoja goes down. Kyoja down. Bottom keep, by the way, has also fallen. Keep at the top lane is about to go down too. 5 versus 4 right now. Can they go for the core here? They take the top keep down. So it's 2 keeps for 1. Alright. 2 keeps for 1 that they traded. I mean, still a positive trade, but still, sacrificing the one at the bottom, that's a big one. That's a big call to make. And right now, they are opening up the bot lane a little bit more even. Their issue, or one of their issues is, of course, that without taking the fort down, it means that every single catapult is now going to contain... every single wave is going to contain a catapult. And for them, it doesn't. There's no counter pressure. If you take the fort down, then at least you have 1 on every 3rd as well. That helps you a little bit to slow it down. But it's not really happening right now. Okay, so, well, what do we have? Let's take a quick look at the damage output too. Again, 50,000 on Hanzo. A bit of a slow approach, but now the advantage in kills, 9 to 6. Taking the camp again at the bot lane. 52,000 on D.Va. Malthael, 49k too, so he's pretty much on par with Hanzo. Yeah, this is getting close. But 2 keeps down, this is big. Especially since we have a similar situation at the top for the red team that we have at the bottom for the blue team. No keep. Oh, and they steal this away too. Yeah, neat. And honestly, in those close corridors, you don't want to fight right now. If Medivh has another ley line and then the Horrify actually connects, that would be enough. The problem on the core attack was that the Horrify was just not really timed as it had to be to work on. Like, it worked perfectly at the top left. This is where they got the big kills. But when they tried to do the same thing after the ley line hit at the core, it didn't really work from a timing perspective, and that kind of shut it down a bit. But if you can still make that play later, this is, I mean, pretty much a guaranteed kill if you set it up tightly. Okay, so let's go. 11 stacks, by the way, for Medivh. And surprisingly still, Gul'dan is at 28 stacks only. That's nuts. That's nothing. Where's he actually sitting on the damage? 35,000. Yeah, the Horrify was great earlier. It's what brought them back into the game. But they are still having a rough time of getting Gul'dan in the position where he can do enough here. Okay, arrow comes out. Nice. Bullseye afterwards. The shield. Masquerade gets away. Yeah, and there's the ley line. Where's the Horrify? No Horrify this time. Didn't go for it. Shrine is activating. That's a lot of cooldowns that got burned on both sides. Actually, it was pretty much only Medivh that burned the cooldown on the blue team side, but we had Arrow and Entomb both connected. Now, the good news for the red team is that Entomb will be back in time. Yeah, he's still pushing the bot lane. This is a really problematic spawn position for 30k, because now you have 2 catapults pushing through the bottom at 22 minutes in the game. And you don't have a global. You're gonna end up with your core taking damage to this. This could be a win-in game. This could be a big problem now. That bot lane is a concern. They have to force the fight at the top fast. They have to be quick about this. They have to go for a quick fight or they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, there we go. Already starting to go for the pilot again. Masquerade makes it out. Keep that bot lane in mind. It's an issue. Up at the top. They're trying to go for Kyoja, and Leo is low already. Leo is low. No nano boost yet on Malthael. Yeah, there it is. There's the nano boost, and 2 missed. He missed the buried alive, and the arrow missed too, and that's the end of Imperius. They take it. They take it. Someone has to go back towards the core, though. Someone has to Hearthstone. Guys, that's 3 catapults on the core. 23 minutes in. Someone has to go to base. Get the fuck out of here. Look at them. They're already moving down to the bottom. They know that this is the best chance they have. If the Punisher is taken top and they move in, then that's going to be game. They need to Hearthstone back. And what's Hyde doing? He's trying to interrupt the channels. Yeah, there we go. One is already back. Masquerade takes the catapults down. Shield is gone. Then they won't be able to do it. They don't have the damage. They definitely don't. No, there's no way. There's no way. Leo is down. Leo is down. On the right side, we have the same situation, by the way, or a similar one. Double catapult already, trying to nip the shields away. Gonna be taken down by the wave, but that doesn't change things. Hanzo is dead, and Frozen Punisher is taken. Top side. That's where Medivh has taken it, on the shrine. And the shields are gone on the right side. And this is looking so bad. I mean, 3 heroes down, 36 seconds, 50 seconds. Imperius is gonna be back, but still, they're trying to slow them down. But honestly, look at this. They're even trying to go for the race here. I don't think they have a chance of pulling that one off. Not with the Punisher now jumping into. 89%. Is anybody defending? Yes, Malthael is back. And so is D.Va. D.Va can interrupt them from Hearthstoning back too. So it's going to be the fight up at the top. And that's a kill. Maybe. The portal. Junkrat down instead at the bottom. The Punisher is already on it. Imperius is dead again. What a finish to this game. But that is it. We are going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're heading into the 5th game in this series. Sidestep Kings against 30k. Infernal Shrines taken by the blue team. GG and well played. What a nail biter there towards the end. Game number 5, the final map, it's Towers of Doom. We're going all the distance here today in our show match. We got 30k on the left side with BBJ on Lucio, Vespertine, aka Liam on Urel, Sammy on Sylvanas, Hazops on Abatha, and Masquerade on Muradin. And guys, it's hammer time! Sidestep Kings, they pick Ultralisk, the Sergeant Hammer, the Germans with the Panzer again. Kyoja on D.Va, Cattle on Anubura, got Filth on Junkrat, and Hyde is playing Stukov. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, again, this is another Anubura setup where they can go in for the big dive. Level 1 talent, advanced artillery right here, but also Abatha with a pressurized glance, and the Dwarf block on level 1. Alright. Until level 7, Hammer's usually not going to be able to do too much. You're trying to go for your hovering siege mode before you're really making any big plays so that you can reposition a little bit during the team fights. But with Abatha on the other side, it also means that you're gonna probably see a bit of early game aggression by the red team to try and exploit the fact that Abatha doesn't have the body in the game. So, yeah, off we go. With this, we have, of course, our start here into that little setup. There's the jump again, as Masquerade is starting to make his move in. Oh, Ultralisk is already in slight trouble. BBJ moving in too, but he is able to make it out. Alright, good for him. Yeah, good job there. Yeah, meantime, in the middle, already a little bit of action happening with Vespertine doing his thing. Muradin, then again, is also just sitting at the side here. I don't think he's going to jump in for this one. Not with Hammer sitting in the back as is. Might try and hit that Storm. Really Masquerade. Misses the Storm Ball. Could have tried to go for Hammer instead. That would have probably helped a little bit better. But yeah, they're taking this one. They should probably take it now. But they also want Muradin. They want the Dwarf. And they might be able to get him too. Wow, that was close. But Ultralisk is now locking in the camp for them at least. Yeah, the Slugger has already started to move to the top lane. And yeah, good fun. I mean, in the early game, not really a lot of aggression. We had that little Muradin debacle over there, but nothing too much. It's just like both camps taken, one on the left, one on the right. Everybody going for the pumpkins. Re-engage with the Nubarak. I guess we're going to see the same build setup from him that we see in previous games. So Under King on level 4, if they really want to go for the deep dive and then follow up with a Stukov lurking arm. And there's the level 4 talents, which give us, of course, the siege tactics. And a bit of a different setup. Bed of Barbs is actually in on level 4. Okay, so they're going to try and control the space a little bit more. Muradin also with a double Thunder Clap right now, which normally leads to a healing static pick on level 13, but I gotta say that lately that talent doesn't really get picked all that much anymore, so the build definitely is changing a bit on Muradin. We have a lot of people going into the Storm Bolt talents instead. We've seen that primarily also in the Eastern tournament that we had just a couple of days ago, with Chinese and Korean teams actually playing. But let's see what he does on 13. I mean, lately we've also seen one variation with Thunderburn on level 4 and then still Bronzebeard Rage on level 13, which I personally found a little bit odd. It just felt like if you already go for that, you might just change away from your level 4 talent. But either way, as is, we now have with level 6 coming in, all the altars activating, triple altar on the map, and that should honestly be a 2-1 move for the Sidestep Kings. With Abathar on the other side, that should be a 2-1. Slugger already starting to move in. Hazops is taking that. Urel has, or Diva has channeled the top right, and now at the bottom of the map, even without a level 7 talent, Ultralisk is just dominating the space here. So it's an even trade, at least for now. Diva's now making her way back down to the bottom and helping out here. Yeah, needs to actually start to really hurry in order to help the team out with this. And the question, of course, still remains, are we going to get level 7 as the altar is still up? Because that would definitely help them. Here comes the move. And yeah, Kel gets tagged. Hyde gets interrupted. Alright. But they still should be able to channel now. And indeed they do. Okay, so another 4-shots fight. Pretty much exactly as you would have expected it. There's the hover siege mode right here. And the lead now for the Sidestep Kings with 36 to 32 points. Yeah, it's game 5, everybody. This is for all the marbles here. We currently have given the Axe as the level 7 choice. If they go into the 16 slow on Abathar with the Symbiote, then he's going to trigger that a ton in the late game. Muradin can become an absolute monster if that particular synergy pans out and can really just go for some mad value. Especially with Soma Transference as the level 13 pick for Abathar, you can make the Dwarf more or less unkillable. I mean, there's scenes in HGC back in the day where he pretty much went 1 versus 3. I mean, 1.5 versus 3. You still have the Symbiote, of course, to account for. Yeah, but now 32 against 36 points. Cattle is... Cattle, careful. Yeah, they're trying to go for Masquerade here as he jumped in, but the fight isn't really over yet. And Ultralisk is, of course, just shelling the shit out of them from the backline with one auto attack hit after another. And there's a lot that really creates space for him. And it's going to be tough for them to get on the Ultralisk, especially with Diva at the front in the team fights. Now, of course, she's the one soaking the experience in the middle and up at the top. But once we're heading into 5 versus 5s and you add Diva to the mix, then you have a Nubarak zoning, you have Diva zoning. This is already tricky. I mean, Muradin might be down. Yes, he dies. This is a huge issue for them now. And that siege up situation on the bell tower, if you get that before the 10-minute mark, before Abathar can even go for a copy, that would be nuts. I mean, look at Vespertine. He's coming in from behind as Diva is still holding on to the top, and even he's having a tough time now. He moves in, gets beaten down by the hammer, and then moves away, and BBJ is dead too. That's 2 kills to 0, and the Sidestep Kings are going for it. Now, keep in mind that during the Icebreaker tournament, we had the Sidestep Kings eliminated in the semi-final, and 30k came in second place. So obviously looking for the power levels here, this is a pretty interesting match just to see also a bit of how these two teams plan off against each other. And so far, I gotta say, it's been dead even. We had some insane comebacks and turnarounds in this series as it stands, but now the early level 10 is in and we actually have the blunt force gun for the extra damage. You could have gone napalm here, but blunt force gun is a very popular talent on Hammer if you're trying. I mean, if you, let's say, for example, lock a target down with a Nubarak and a stun, then you follow up with a lurking arm and you can just go in with a blunt force gun and really add some additional damage to it. Talking about damage, Kyoja is experiencing a lot of that right now. Might escape and does, but it is still a 5 versus 3 bell tower situation now for the Sidestep Kings. They've taken control. Abathar has now his copy, but they have to bring it back somehow. They got Sylvanas, so if there is at any point an opportunity for them to move in, they can do that. But still, right now, they are trailing behind. And you gotta be careful with this. So we got Avatar. That's still there. Hammer is still at the bot lane, controlling this. And the experience. But the fight up at the top is slowly breaking out here. And Hammer wants to have the camps now. Abathar, man on a mission. Go for the slap, baby. Go for the slap. Slap him. Unfortunately, the worm is not brave enough. But they're going for the camp and they're stealing it away. So bot lane control, again, highly important. They're getting the pumpkins. And there's also another altar now spawning. So that means, I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit afraid the Sidestep Kings might walk away with a mad lead here. They can really start to snowball this heavily if this continues the way it does right now. Because we have the pumpkins taken the entire time. There's not really a lot of pressure against the Sidestep Kings. Abathar has to soak some experience since the Abathar team is behind. So sending the symbiote top side, or at least positioning the body towards the top wave, would really help them. But also, look at this. They're just pushing them into the tower range. And that's a huge problem. That altar is more or less an easy peasy insta-pick for the Sidestep Kings because there's just no fountain and no fallback option for the team in blue. They're trying to retake the bell tower. I like that, actually. They're doing a really good job at that. They're actually taking it in the middle of the fight. Holy shit. Nice. But can they take the altar? That's another question. Big shove coming in. Get the hell out of my teamfight, baby. Cocoon is out too. Sidestep Kings have still not channeled that bottom altar. Hazu nearly dying, but finally we have Stukov making the move. I think they could have gotten this earlier and taken the 5 shots. Now they at least get the 4, so that's good. 4 shots fired, 24 against 36. But this is a comeback map. And there's a lot of scaling happening into the late game for 30k. They got a lot. Yeah, but that siege up potential with Ultralisk, of course, is something that you shouldn't underestimate. Especially once that we have him on level 16 with a Giant Killer, he can just murder that front line and completely take them down. Also, on 13, yeah, Hyde sees it. He's gone into the Virulent reaction. Still have a slight advantage there. Yeah, can he get the Virulent reaction? Can they get it? Vespertine? Yeah, that ult. Nicely done. Good job, BBJ. Gets the ult out just in time to save Urel. But you can tell how they are just melting her away here. And as I said before, once the 16 talent is in, Muradin and Urel are both going to be in trouble. There's the healing static, old school style. I like it. Traditional build that we have for Muradin. So he's going to be the one trying to jump in. And if you go for that build, you really want to be amongst as many heroes as you possibly can. And then just like get the healing stacking. Procking. And of course with the Soma transference, Abathar can help out with the symbiote. He's a great symbiote target in a situation like this. Urel, of course, is too. I mean, there's a lot of good targets on my team now. There's no doubt about that. But, yeah. Not a lot of action, not a lot of kills, but still, there's a lot of pressure coming from Sidestep Kings. 28,000 damage for Sergeant Hammer. Oh. There's the setup. Rip tire, babe. Well. Okay, that didn't rip anything. That was a mad fail. That didn't do anything. Yeah, I guess he got interrupted down there. But yeah, everything failed. Everything. Cocoon and Riptide are used and they didn't get even any damage on it. So yeah, Muradin with the interrupt, but that was weird. That should have been a kill. He just walked away from it. Double altar is now active. Alright, there's again the lurking arm for the interrupt. BBJ needs to be careful now. Sammy gets attacked. Oh, the blunt force gun. Completely missing here. Yeah, Sylvanas barely jumped out. Now the kill against the Nubarak. And 30k with a comeback attempt here. Nice. They get the first kill. Can they get another one? They want to go for the follow-up, of course. Ooh, Hazu. Okay, copy. They both look pretty similar. For a second, I was a little bit terrified. But yeah, only the copy goes down. Masquerade still wasn't able to get the channel through. They're fighting for this. They're trying to give Anubarak time to come back. Sylvanas, on the other hand, moved into the middle and gets the channel here. Nobody interrupts. Oh, actually, just as I say it, Ultralisk moves in. He interrupts. Yeah, both are still up. Okay. Chattering teeth are coming. Hammer goes down. All right. Urel jumping in with Sylvanas. That's a staggered death. But Muradin. Riptire. Yep, rest in pieces. Muradin is down, but at least the channel at the top. So now it's 24 against 32 points. Yeah, level 16 is the next point on the agenda. And they are trying to go for the next altar down here. So now it's the root team that has to move in. Problem is that Abathur doesn't have a copy any longer, but he's still pushing out the top lane. Symbiote is active the entire time. 4 shots are fired, so that brings us down to 20 points for 30k. But someone has to deal with this. And now D.Va is making her way top. Got to. Needs to move in for this one. A little bit more damage now. Level 16 talents. What do we get for Abathur? That's the bigger question. Adrenal Overload. Or what are we gonna get? And, sorry, the Adrenaline Boost. Oh, yeah, Adrenaline Boost over the slow. That would proc Muradin's level 7. And again, Debilitation. Cattle likes it. We talked about this previously. So far, the only Anubarak player that really goes into the talent. That he's a big fan of it. More importantly, Giant Killer. That's a big one. Masquerade is going to be in a whole lot of pain right now. Yeah, Masquerade is going to be the one that suffers the most from this. This is extra damage against him, extra damage against Urel. That's pretty significant. So both of them are already on the back foot here, as you can see. And Ultralisk is mercilessly moving his way forward. Nice! There's a lockdown again. Beautiful lurking arm. Good setup. Every single kind of stun setup that you have here is just crazy if you are able to help Hammer get additional hits out. They go for the Riptire. Yeah, they are trying to get the kill here. Azorps has the copy out. Everybody is still alive. Muradin copy jumps in, and Hazu gets immediately burned down and loses out on the copy. And they are sieging up on the bottom of the map again. If they get this before the objective is up, just think about it. That's going to be a mad advantage on the triple altar phase that is now coming in. And right now, it's looking good. I mean, from the back, they're coming in again. They immediately see that Vespertine is on the move, and they're starting to go for it. Hammer moved away and is now starting to get the hits in. And they're going for the kill against Urel, and they lock her down. There's no way for the Space Goat to escape. Urel is dead. Nobody's going for a channel. Abathur could at the top lane. He's actually slugging his way forward slowly. Hazu. yeah, there we go. Even sets another mine up. And he's going to grab this one. Easy. The Slugger, VIP, applause. Nicely done. Slugging his way to victory, at least trying to. But they're trying to go for the counter here. Even the mana mule gets dropped. Oh, but talking about dropping. Lucio gets dropped too. And Sylvanas, there's the cocoon. Maybe this time they can get a kill. Bot lane, by the way, has been converted. D.Va has taken the bell tower down. Now she can go for the channel on the altar. And the Slugger is doing his thing again. Oh, Hazu. Too many grenades. Sylvanas. Sylv is down. 15 points now against 28. Urel is going for it again. But Junkrat hasn't given up on it. He is saying, like, no, we are taking this one. You can do whatever you want. We have 5 versus 3 on the map. There's no way you claim this. That's another 5 shots fire. Guys, they're down to 10 points. They're down to 10 points right now. And they go for boss too. Oh, they're dropping them straight into the single digits, don't they? Yeah, Sylvanas is down for another 20. That's 4 shots. Bot lane, they want to hold on to this one too. 53,000 damage on Sergeant Hammer. Easy top damage in the game. Hitting those auto attacks like a boss. Down to the bottom of the map. D.Va, the only one that's still there. And, well, careful, Kyoja. The rest of the team is coming and helping. Yeah, Cattle is already there. Uh-oh, if they can get a couple of kills right now, this might just be the end of it. You can't fall farther and farther behind. Staggered deaths are the worst thing that could possibly happen to 30k now. They need to win a team fight. They're nearly a level behind. They have lost bell tower control at the bot lane. They need to look for a good fight and just take it. But how do we approach Hammer at this point? There's so much peel for him. Yeah, Ultralisk repositions, gets out. Riptire is already in play. And Ultralisk is starting to hammer them again. Yeah, and that's the end of Sylvanas. Sylvanas is dead. Sylvanas is dead, but at least they can get the counter kill against Stukov. Can they get more? They're trying to go for Cattle, and they just can't get the damage in. Or can they? No, the Carapace. Muradin. Oh my god, Cattle is still alive. Look at Muradin. They might get the Beetle eventually, but I think they're gonna make them pay for it, aren't they? Yeah, Vespertine, Ural. Oh, double altar up at the top, and now they're escorting pumpkins through the bottom of the map. Muradin trying to prevent it from happening, and he does, but he's eating so much damage in the meantime. And the double altar top side could theoretically end the game now. I don't think they can just yet, but even if they just get one, it's a single point on the core. This is getting pretty bonkers right now. Top side, yeah, there's a few out there already. Okay, so here we go. What else can they do? Can they actually claim this? 3 shots are fired from the blue team. 25 against 6 points, and they're trying to take the one at the top too. The interrupts of Junkrat are insane though. Junkrat is such an annoying hero. The interrupt potential that hero has is so frustrating. It's honestly insane. It's absolutely crazy. So, off we go. We have still the fight happening. The altar is still up. By the way, Sylvanas is trying to retake. She's retaking bottom. But High gets the channel. Boom. 5 shots fired. They're down to a single point. We are down to a single point, ladies and gentlemen. Single point for them right now, and level 20 is ready for the blue team. For both teams, as it happens. Yeah, there's the Hive Mind. Rewind is in as well. Got the rewind on his one. Okay, so let's see. What can they do here? Yeah, they need momentum. Blue team needs a team fight win. Momentum and they need to convert a couple of bell towers. They need a lot of momentum in this game right now, or they're going to lose out on it eventually. This is such a tough position to be in. I mean, they're trying, but still, this is going to be a big... Either way, it's going to be a double altar topside now. So this is going to be a big problem. You have to claim both, and good luck doing that against someone like Junkrat that can interrupt you this hard. Now, the top bell tower is nearly getting converted by Abathur though. But even if it happens, one altar channel is all that they need. Top bell tower conversion is imminent. But down here, Stukov, yeah, that's the kill. 30k with the comeback. 30k going for the comeback. Reptile, Muradin, he survives. He survives and he jumps away just as the BFG is hitting. Oh, Hammer gets taken down too. The comeback, ladies. The big boy comeback right here. Yeah, they get the pilot too. D.Va is down. 7 kills to 7. What a finish to this series. Beautiful. Some beautiful plays right here. Me likey. And up at the top, what do we get right now? We have them jumping in again. Yeah, Sammy is pushing this out. Okay, here comes the attack. They're going for the wall. They're trying, of course, to reconvert a few more of those bell towers. The one at the top is already taken by Abathur. No problem for that. One down. They're going for the middle, trying to take another one. There's the first channel happening. BBJ is on the point and will get those shots connected. That's at least 5 fired. They're not wasting any time here. They still want to get this one. And then on the left side, they can get 6. 20 points against 1. They're down to a single digit. This is so insane. Can they get all? There's no way. The Slugger. Hazu, 6 more points fired. Well, all of a sudden, that's a big barrage. Boom. Incoming. 1 against 14. They're closing that gap and they're closing it quickly. We have 6 bell towers against 1 at this point. 6 against 1. But 1 point is all you need. 1 point is all they need. By the way, talking about it. Boss, up in 20 seconds again. 20 seconds on the boss. It's another big one. And boss point control, that's a lot easier for the Sidestep Kings. They have Stukov, they have Junkrat, and they have Cocoon for Anubarak. Plus, of course, they have D.Va. So, worst case scenario, you YOLO boss. That's your worst case right now. You YOLO 5-man boss. 1 to 14. Ooh, single altar at the bot lane is coming up next. D.Va is retaking middle, by the way. Kyoja is sitting there. Even with Mule, you won't be able to take it. They're trying to get it first. They have to. 30k has to. They have to take it before the altar spawns. The altar is on the other side of the map. It's on the other side of the map. You have to retake boss before the altar spawns, or you are gonna be more or less in a checkmate position. Here we go. So they take it. Nicely done. Mad pings at the bottom. 4 shots fired, 1 to 10. 1 point to 10. What's happening? Oh, who's taking the altar? Who's claiming it? 5 to 3 bell towers, but it doesn't matter. If the blue team loses out on the altar, then this one is over. Okay, here we go. This is the fight, ladies. This is the fight. Okay, 7 to 7. There's the play. They're trying to go for it. Stormbolt, D.Va at the front. Once again. And they're going for the channel. Grenades everywhere now, of course. Let's see who takes it here. Where's the cocoon when you need it? Where is that damage? Mana Mule already gets dropped here too. Yeah, this is for all or nothing. Hazops is jumping in with a copy. They try to burn it down quickly. And they do. Abathar copy is nearly gone. D.Va is about to take it. Copy is eliminated. No more copy. They can't push in right now. Abathar, I mean, he can try and slap a little bit, but that's about all that he can do. There's the Wailing Arrow. The engage fails. The engage fails. Wailing Arrow came in. They tried to go for the follow-up, but it was interrupted. Yeah, and now they're losing ground. They lose a lot of ground here. They still have the URL ult. They still have the sound barrier. Muradin also hasn't really popped the avatar yet, but they're jumping in now. Muradin jumps in, gets immediately welcomed by a ton of damage, has to go for the avatar. Every single ult has been used except for the sound barrier. Cocoon not used yet. There's the sound barrier. They're waiting it out. There's the explosion. Zones them out. Oh, the kill against Lucio. He's dead. Lucio is down. Is this the end? Is this the end of the game? Rip tires everywhere. They try to go for the objective. Bam! That's a big hit. And now Ultralisk is just shitting on them from the backline. 106,000 damage from Sergeant Hammer. And they are hammering him into the ground. It's hammer time, baby. And they are all gone. Mana Mule comes out again. There's the channel. This is game. There's Sidestep Kings, ladies and gentlemen. They make it happen. Hazu with a cool move over here with the symbiote, but it doesn't change the outcome of the game. Over here, the slug is dead, gets slapped around, and this is game as the channel happens. And we have a winner. The Sidestep Kings, they take it with a 3-2 in this best of 5 series. Nicely done, GG, and well played.